So I lost my 21-year-old nephew this week, and he's a young guy, tons of potential, who was struggling with mental health issues. And I just learned that he had bipolar. And like a lot of people who have dealt with a death of someone close to them or who's young, like Piercen was, we're left wondering, what could I have done? What was the last thing I said to him? Was I kind enough? Did I support him enough? Did I love him enough? Did I do every conceivable thing that I could for him? And so I'm asking myself these questions. The whole family's asking themselves these questions. And here's the upshot of it all. None of us will ever know, and there's no sense in beating ourselves up over it. Piercen was a great kid, and he was an adult, and he was making his own decisions. And my guidance was helpful, and he knows that I loved him. And that's all there is to it. Life is fleeting. Life is short, and we never know when any one of us are going to have our last day. And so I wanted to just share this sad news story with you in case it's something that you've gone through, just to help you recognize that it's important to feel that grief, but it's also important to recognize that we don't have the responsibility of keeping others alive or protecting others in any way once we're adults and get out there and start making our adult moves. It's it's a beautiful life. In this case, it's a far too short life and far too much potential lost. If you knew anything about Piercen, you knew that he was multi-talented. He had many interests. He admittedly had a hard time finding something to settle on, but I remember when I was 21, I was no different. And I feel like that was something that was troubling to him, and I wish that I'd had the chance to talk more about the fact that it's okay at that ripe young age to not know what you want to be when you grow up. The last time we spoke, a couple weeks ago, he was at my house, stayed the night, and I shared with him that I didn't find real estate until I was 35 years old. And it was a decade before I could say that I was really any good at it. And here, 17 years later, I can claim to be a pretty half-decent coach some days. And I'm sad that he won't get the chance to experience that sense of accomplishment, the sense of seeing hard work pan out in really big ways, because he was a kid that was far greater at 21 than I ever was. He was someone with great personality, so interesting, so funny, and simultaneously so challenged. And I feel sad for him. I feel sad that I didn't get to spend more time with him. I feel sad that I won't have lots more years of my life where I get to pour into him and see all the great things that he's going to do. And I'm sad that my kids won't see that, because I really felt like he was the kind of person that was going to set an example for the turnaround story, a young guy that had some troubles finding his way, but that ultimately landed in this beautiful place. And I'm sad that he didn't get there before his day came. And this is Tuesday. We found out about his passing yesterday. I learned that I'm speaking at the funeral, which I think is a great privilege. And I'm out here pondering some of the things that I'll say to him now that he's gone. Maybe things that I wish that I could have said if he was here. Maybe some things that others wish that they could have said to him as well. But I know for certain that life is for the living, and you got to stick around to see it. And you got to take great care in some cases to ensure that happens. And I can promise you that there are many times before 21 and long after 21 where I didn't treat my life with appropriate care, and where I did dishonorable things, where I did dangerous things, where I did unpredictable things. And it's just hard to think that maybe I was luckier. Maybe I was a little more risk averse. He didn't seem like a real risky kid to me. But that's the way it goes. Piercen's gone, and I can't do anything about it. You can't do anything about it. Condolences don't fix it. The pain doesn't heal it. The guilt doesn't make it go away. The woulda, shoulda, couldas, they don't do anything. All I know is that I loved him the best that I could, and I don't have any regrets about not pouring into him enough and giving him more of what he needed before he was gone. I'm really grateful for his life. I'm really grateful for the time that I had with him. And I'm really grateful for the things that he taught me. And I'm really grateful for the things that he will continue to teach me from beyond. And if you're someone who's struggled with losing someone suddenly, somebody that you were unprepared to lose, somebody young, I'm sorry. It's a sad thing to lose somebody like that, unexpected, and seems so unfair. Seems like such a ripoff. Seems like such a waste. It's frustrating when you have someone like that who's so multi-talented and so gifted to know that you'll never see the fruits of their evolution come to harvest. And I really like the looks of Piercen's future. And listen, if you're a person who's out there struggling in the grind and not sure where you fit in the world, and maybe you're not sure if you're noticed or if people care about you, I've got something to share with you. And it's probably not what you want to hear. But the best way to know who cares about you is to care about other people. It's to contribute, it's to pour in, it's to be generous, it's to give unconditionally when nobody expects anything from you. It's to do it without any expectation of reciprocity or compensation. And in those times, what you find is that you build champions. People seek you out and people need you. And you might feel useless and you might feel like you're no good at it and you might even feel undeserving. But it reminds me of something someone taught me one time that I found to be true time and time again. And that's that one of the best ways to learn something is to teach it. And I think that same rule applies here. One of the best ways to be seen and to have your bucket filled up and to feel significant and like you matter is to matter to somebody else. Whatever you have in you, give it. Somebody needs it. Keep giving it. Find those people that need you. And you'll feel compelled to keep showing up for them. And you'll feel compelled to take less risks. And you'll feel compelled to be the person that they need you to be, even on days when you don't feel strong enough to do it. And that's worked really well for me in difficult times when I felt like I didn't matter and nobody saw me and the things that I were doing were of no consequence. And I hope that helps you.